I'm going to tell my kids this was Mike Tyson. This guy is getting ready for vacation, he just can't wait another day.
To all departing passengers of Pacific Air.
This actually looks so cool, but bro is playing Rocket League IRL. We all know the feeling when the pre-workout is hitting and you have to destroy the bathroom. Things like this you will never see at a normal gym, it will only be seen at Planet Fitness.
So child, this
is how you clean the bottom of a pool, and it actually looks so satisfying. He must have been delusional to think he was gonna bench 2 plates, he were not even close. Drop a sub or this guy will be doing this at your girl on the next train. His neighbors were having a party upstairs and the whole floor was moving. Her friends told her to hit with more power and then she did this. This guy really turned a big shopping cart into a car. We all know the feeling when you hit your tailbone like this, it hurts so bad. This veteran lost his leg in a war, but he didn't let that ruin his dream to be able to do a kickflip.
That's so rad.
This guy really found 100,000 frogs and created a little army. This is actually a normal behavior for birds on the sea to do. They often feel alone when they are flying over the sea, so when they see the company, they like to join. This guy got a tricep cramp that looks extremely painful.
Oh god.
This is how dads build their trust with their son. The kid is really afraid of going down there, but the dad knows he can do it, so he keeps telling him it will be fine, and then the kid finally does it.
Go!
The fish came up with a perfect plan to escape and executed it perfectly. Comment if you think this guy is natural. Personally, I think he's on at least 10 different substances. This is really how it feels when you're running in your dreams. It feels like you're running in slow motion all the time. It's actually so impressive squatting in heels. This guy knew he had chicken legs and decided to embrace it with these socks. This actually looks terrifying. I would never eat here. It looks like there would be so many bacteria on that thing. This is the average bodybuilding show you get to see in India. These days we're really making a sport out of anything, but it can actually look really brutal even though it's actually just pillow fighting. Would you be brave enough to try this?
Oh gosh.
Imagine telling your friends this is your mom. Whose fault do you think this is? The guy on the phone or the guy pushing her? If you drop a like, this is the flower bouquet you will send to your girl. This guy is using a glass of wine as his motivation. I wonder what the guy on the right did to be able to get quads like this. They're absolutely huge. This dog is literally as big as your finger. She really has 0% body fat. You can see all the muscle definitions on her arms. Some people always do the most weird and useless exercises just to not go to the gym. If you don't drop a sub in the next 2 minutes, you will have to kiss this fish. This is how your dolls felt when you were brushing their hair. There's no way this guy is a real human.
Jesus Alan.
When someone asks for motivation, this is how you should motivate them. Imagine having to climb all the way up there just to use a normal leg press. Do you think it was a boy or a girl driving this car? Personally, I think it was a boy. Bro was determined to win that. He just threw her away and left everyone speechless. This guy fell asleep with his Crocs on in the sun and his feet look like this now. Just imagine if this happened to a guy. He would never be able to have kids in the future. This girl is probably the first one eating a pie while skydiving, but just imagine how surprised someone would be if she dropped that and it fell on their head. His lats are so big that they're coming out of his back. I think every car knows what's happening in there. Imagine being at the beach with your family and then you're seeing this. This dog loves getting his ear picked. Bro woke up and decided to not take the bus to school and instead ride on this ice. He's doing the helicopter with that while we boys do it with something else. This guy was standing in front of a carousel that creates incredibly big waves of water, and he just realized that when it was too late. He didn't know the floor was that slippery, and when he lost his balance he was not able to get it back and ended up falling. This is the world's biggest swing and it looks absolutely terrifying. This guy is probably the most zesty referee I've ever seen. After a tough leg day, this is exactly how it feels.
Buddy, you hit the legs today, huh?
This shark was charging at the scuba diver, but the scuba diver had learned how to deal with sharks, so he stayed calm and just directed the shark away from him. This is probably the weirdest invention created by a human. This guy did not only catch a few fishes, he caught the entire ecosystem. This guy is training for his late night activities. I would be so scared if I saw him. What is even going on at this gym? If I saw this, I would be so surprised. The real question is not how he got in there, but why he got this in his home. This guy was flexing his bicep thinking he was big, but his grandma actually mugged him. This is why you wear seatbelts. Seeing a hippo coming charging right at you must be so terrifying to see. The crowd was just always standing there and not jumping, so they made the platform move like this, so it looked like they were all hyped. Comment if you want this in your house. We all have that annoying friend that is always shadowboxing us.
You good?
No, bro.
His technique is on point, he makes this look so easy. She immediately realized her mistake and got so embarrassed, but luckily no one was watching her.
Nada tivesse acontecido, bate-presta.
This guy is playing tennis and insects surround him. Just listen to them all getting electrocuted. This is how pro athletes do rehabilitation for their knee. This dad treats his kids completely differently. He puts the girl gently down while he just slams the boy into the pillow. This girl has the worst luck ever. She's never going to be able to find her phone. Imagine how terrifying it must be just hanging from someone holding her legs there. The grip on this guy's shoes must be so good for him to be able to do this. Just imagine what would happen if he would have dropped that thing. This guy actually got the perfect physique. He looks like a Greek god. His abs are perfectly symmetrical also.